Death at Christmas, why EastEnders fans fear another tragic festive fatality. Christmas is traditionally a season of goodwill and celebration, but in EastEnders it has long been the most dangerous day of the year. Over the decades, Christmas Day has claimed some of Walford's most iconic lives, from Jamie Mitchell and Pauline Fowler to Derek Branning, turning December 25 into a date residents and viewers alike dread. Last year, Cindy Beale narrowly avoided joining that grim list after surviving a brutal attack. Now, with tensions rising once again, many fans are convinced that Christmas 2025 could end in yet another devastating loss. Jasmine Fisher, history repeating itself? The most troubling theory centers on Jasmine Fisher, recently revealed as Zoe Slater's long-lost daughter. Zoe remains unaware that both of her babies survived, or that Jasmine has been living right under her nose, and that secrecy has left fans deeply uneasy. EastEnders has a painful history with long-lost children, drawing inevitable comparisons to Ronnie Mitchell and Danielle Jones back in 2009. Their fleeting reunion was followed almost immediately by Danielle's tragic death, a trauma that shattered Ronnie's life. Viewers now fear history could cruelly repeat itself. "I feel like they're going to kill off Jasmine in front of Zoe," one fan wrote online. Another added, "If this turns into another Ronnie and Danielle situation, I'll be furious." If Jasmine were to die before the truth comes out, it wouldn't just devastate Zoe. It would also rob Kat of a granddaughter she never even knew existed, compounding the tragedy. Zoe Slater, a shock reversal? Others believe the show could subvert expectations entirely by killing off Zoe herself. Zoe's return earlier this year reopened old wounds and thrust Slater family history back into the spotlight. Her death would send shockwaves through Walford, particularly for Kat, whose relationship with her daughter has always been fractured and unresolved. Some fans feel the timing is ominous. "Sadly, I think Zoe will die," predicted one viewer, while another suggested a darker twist still. Zoe and Jasmine, but Zoe being the one who dies. If Zoe were to be killed before discovering the truth about her twins, it would be a devastatingly cruel turn, leaving Kat, Jean, and the rest of the Slaters haunted by unanswered questions forever. Anthony Truman, heading for a dark end. Anthony Truman's return has taken a sinister turn. Once a familiar face on the square, he has slipped firmly into villain territory, exposing Howie manipulating Kat and becoming increasingly fixated on Zoe. After discovering Zoe lied about the twins' birth dates, Anthony convinced himself that he is their father. In a chilling move, he lied to Kat, claiming both babies had died, all to control Zoe and hunt the children down himself. With Zoe's stalker storyline still unresolved, Anthony remains one of Walford's most suspicious figures. Fans are convinced his behavior is building towards something explosive. "I'm convinced Anthony will be killed," one viewer declared. If his lies are exposed, his obsession could tip into violence, and Christmas Day may be when his schemes finally catch up with him. Nigel Bates, a tragic decline, but not yet. Nigel Bates's heartbreaking dementia storyline has also left viewers fearing the worst. As his condition worsens and his grip on reality slips, many assumed Christmas would mark the end of his journey. The return of Pat and Barry Evans as figments of Nigel's imagination only fueled that theory, especially given Pat's haunting past appearance to Peggy Mitchell in her final hours, earning her the nickname Walford's Angel of Death. However, recent spoilers suggest Nigel survives into the new year, pointing towards a longer, more painful story of decline rather than a sudden festive death. For now, his tragedy is far from over, and that may be even harder to watch. A dangerous Christmas ahead. So, will Christmas claim another life? With secrets, obsessions and old traumas reaching boiling point, EastEnders is clearly building towards a perilous festive season. Whether through violence, devastating loss, or a cruel twist of fate, heartbreak feels inevitable. Because in Walford, festive cheer always comes at a price.